What's up guys, Core51 here, time for another video, and I wanted to talk about this for a while now, but it is something really interesting. It's because, it's something that I think is really cool, and it's when a game company does something that just it impresses you, and it makes you look forward to the future, honestly. And that's what Square Enix did quite recently. So Square Enix showed off its next-gen graphics tech demo that will be used in Final Fantasy 15, but they've put a tech sort of like a presentation really with Microsoft to demo their DirectX 12 sort of like architecture and stuff like that. So I'm going to read it out. I'm going to have this video playing in the background so you got something to look at. But Square Enix staff behind the publishers Agnes Philosophy tech demo. That was the tech demo they released back in like a few E3s ago, and pretty much just showing the power of the PlayStation 4 and stuff like that. It was really cool. Recently showed off their latest technical achievements at the Microsoft Build Developer Conference this week. This was done using a new tech demo using DirectX 12 on Windows 10 called Which Chapter Zero Cry. Which Chapter Zero Cry is part of an ongoing research at Square Enix in regarding next generation technology that pertains to video game graphics and improving processing capabilities. The results of this research, being conducted in collaboration with Nvidia and Microsoft, will be incorporated into Square Enix's Luminous Studio engine and is intended for use in future games, including Final Fantasy 15, which is currently in development for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. In particular, Square Enix are keen to point out that the human emotion of crying is hard to replicate in video games and other CG-heavy media, which is why they chose it as their focus for the Which Chapter Zero demo. Just how or to what extent this technology will be used in Final Fantasy 15 and other games remains to be seen. We've designed DirectX 12 to deliver industry-leading performance across the widest range to form factors and graphics cards, said Steven Guckenheimer, corporate vice president at Microsoft. The work Square Enix is doing plays a valuable role in exhibiting the potential of DirectX 12 to enable even greater innovation and optimized game performance. Jesus, mouthful. Let's see. That's it. So, what does this all mean? It's a interesting thing that they're talking about. I mean, we all know Square Enix. They are crazy at doing CGI. Probably some of the best in the business, next to Blizzard. Yes, I know, you're going to call me out on that. That's perfectly fine. But I still think that they have something special in their CGI. I mean, they were the first ones to really market a CGI movie, even though it flopped hard, which was Final Fantasy Spirits Within. I don't know, they were doing some crazy stuff in there. As much as I don't like that movie, I really think it's a weird movie of like, I guess some parts of it is cool, some parts of it was just really awkward. I do like how they're pushing the envelope on what they can do with computer graphics. I think during that time, something was really said that they wanted to get kissing to look really natural, which I think is, pretty cool of them to really push the envelope in this way. So at least with this, they're trying to push the human emotion of crying to the limit. So I look forward to more of these things, these Which chapters, because which chapter, I'm assuming each one is pertain to an emotion. Crying, anger, maybe sadness and all that stuff. But what they're doing essentially is really showcasing how far we've come to computer graphics. Like, computer graphics, if you guys remember, CGI wasn't that big, like, it wasn't really that widely utilized. But now it's a lot more easier. Granted, it's a lot more cost. It does involve a lot more cost, but now you're getting a lot more better results as a result of this. So, have a look at the video. Tell me guys what you guys think of it. I think it's very interesting seeing from a computer science sort of point of view, whereas like video games can be shown to illustrate complex algorithms, complex coding, complex like everything, to show that the misconception is that video games can only be used for a source of entertainment. It cannot be used as a way of illustrating science, essentially. But in this case, they're really showing you that it does take a lot of coding. It takes a lot of like engineering to really establish that these things can be replicated in a virtual space, and it took video game developers to really show that. So I think that's really interesting, and you know, it's awesome. Like it's awesome, and you get to see a little bit of a preview of some elements. I'm not saying all of it's going to be in Final Fantasy 15, but some elements that could make its way over to Final Fantasy 15, and hopefully may actually get patched into the demo that we currently have now, so we can get an even better hands-on sneak peek at this point. So really cool stuff. I'm really digging what Square Enix is like. Square Enix didn't have to do this. They just can't, like, they had the technology there. They were probably invited by Microsoft because of the Xbox One version of Final Fantasy 15. And if you can see through the video, that rig is running 4 Titans. So you know, right now it's just raw data, but I'm assuming that they can at least optimize it down so that it can run on the PlayStation 4 architecture at some point. Time will tell, but at this point, I'm looking forward to the stuff that they're going to add to the Luminous Studio engine, because that engine so far has been really good. It's also running Final Fantasy 14, it's running Final Fantasy 15, so really cool stuff from Square Enix. You know, I love how like Square Enix is just pushing its envelope right now. Call me a Square Enix fanboy, go ahead. I'm enjoying what they're doing because they're doing a lot of stuff. Not so much the Final Fantasy 13 series, because that was a piece of shit. Except the first one. The first one was pretty good. Not 13 too. And sure as hell not Lightning Returns. Give me more freaking Star Ocean. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.